Hello everybody, and thanks for having me, Charles.
Alright, and Seth, we are here at Michigan on a cloudy day. What do you think these drivers are going to do in the cloudy conditions?
I'll tell you, with the overcast conditions, that's always room for more grip when you go into the turns, and we've seen here at Michigan them go 3 and 4 wide race, and you know, if they can get good enough runs out of the corner or good enough runs into the corner, we could see them going 3 and 4 wide in the turns, which normally is not that good an idea. But if they have the grip and they've got a good enough setup to be able to handle it, we may end up seeing 3 wide racing all day long.
Yeah, until they get 4 wide coming out of turns 1 and 2 down that back straightaway. We've seen a lot of wrecks happen when these guys get 4 wide down that back straightaway. You can't really hold it.
And a lot of reason for that is that we have the wrecks happen is they get really loose coming off turn 2. If they're down that inside line, they're trying to get their foot back into the throttle before they get to the straightaway, the back straightaway, and it causes their car to snap around. Maybe, just maybe, with the cooler track additions, the sign that grip, and we may stay green for quite a while.
Yeah, this race is pretty it's pretty long, 35 laps. And we got defending champion Ryan on the front row. And who do you think, looking at their past performances, the past races, who do you think could get up there and surprise us and win here today?
I'll tell you what, I'm really looking at Chris Jones. I mean, he finished really well last week, and he's up there with a good qualifying spot again this week. And you know, Chris is yet to get to victory lane, but he's 6th in the... He's been very consistent. I think it could be his time to maybe get the 12 in victory lane.
How about our points leader, the guy that has no DNFs? He's on the DNF streak.
Yeah, I mean, Cody Lamas, I mean, he's got his work cut out for him today, too, because not only is he starting mid-pack, but he's starting on the outside line, and heading into turn 1, that's going to be the critical area on the very first lap, and if someone starts to wreck, the cars sure shooting are going to come up the racetrack, and those guys on the outside line are going to have to do their darndest to get down to the inside and avoid the first lap wreck if it does happen.
Alright, so we're going to take you to the action. Me and Seth are going to give you wide open coverage of this race here from the Irish Hills as we're going to get ready to go. And Seth, I will give it to you for you to take them to the green.
Reason.
Oh my god. Now we're getting ready to go in. Yeah.
We're gonna go green this time, I guess.
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Is somebody on pit road? I don't know what's going on here.
I don't either, but apparently they're not going to score that as a lap, so at least we're going to still have the full 35 laps. But that was rather, I'm not exactly sure what they threw that caution for.
That's pretty weird. I've never seen that in my days of co-commentating or commentating a race.
Yeah, it might have been. There might have been some debris or something they had to clear off there before they had them go green, or maybe they wanted to just check the track conditions. I don't know.
Well, I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody with damage or anything. Oh wait. We have a few damage to somebody. Somebody had damage. If I don't know if Seth just noticed that on the ride by, some car had damage.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody got into anybody, and so I guess they had a reason for waving off the green flag, but looks like we'll go green this time, though.
Yeah, it looks like last week's winner in the 17, James Qualls had some damage on the front of his car. If we could get another look at it. Oh, Danny Wells had damage too in the 9. The 6 has damage. I don't know if that's...
What if they backed up coming off there? Oh yeah, 6 has got damage.
I don't know if that's a glitch or something, but I don't know. I didn't see nobody hit anybody.
No, me either.
And I believe the 3 guys on that outside line had damage, but we're going green. I'm sorry that Seth didn't get us, didn't let us take us to the green flag, but we're green flag racing.
And already they're not going to be shy. They're going to go 3 wide, and whoa, almost 4 wide there. The 1 coming down in front of the 41.
Oh my god, and there's Seth, you see Seth Cole using the advantage on the inside line. You guys have a lot of grip. I really don't think they will be wrecking a lot here today. I don't hope so.
They got pretty spread out there too. They're giving each other a lot of racing room right here, so maybe, just maybe, they'll run a few green flag laps here. But I'll tell you what, that 97 got a good jump there on the green flag, and he's going to lead the first lap.
Right, side by side with last season's champion, Ryan Acosta, trying to get his season back going, and I think this racetrack is a very good racetrack for him to do that, because he's looking very strong in that outside lane.
Absolutely, and another driver starting to work his way up here, that number 49, and that, of course, is Tommy Hernick, and he's having a really good run here. It's the first time I've ever seen this guy drive, and he really has got that inside line working. We're going to see a lot of drivers testing the outside line, the middle line, the inside line, see which line's faster, and all sorts of different agendas today, and we'll see which one works out. Someone's really moving there in the back. Almost looked like he was going 4 wide.
It's Justin Calampis in the 29. They're 4 wide. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Don't go 4 wide, boys. Don't go. No, don't do it.
Oh, that 88's driving right there through the middle. Good heavens.
Oh, the wreck. Oh, and it's huge. It's going to be huge. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Oh, and they're still wrecking.
30 car of Zach Rogers has gone around. I saw Dylan Young spin around.
Nicholas Guerra in the 16, big heavily damaged to his car. Sean Henley, the 6 machine.
And Henley, we know it had some previous damage from whatever that waving off the green flag was, so bad day turns worse for him.
I've seen this happening, but we're going to have our first caution here at lap 5, and this takes out a lot of guys here.
Yeah, I saw second and third in points there, Dylan Young, Sean Henley, and there's the 88. I think he may be the one that started that wreck, because I saw him get a huge run coming out of 2, and he was going 4 wide. He stuck it right there in the middle in a 4 wide situation. I think that might have been what triggered it.
And that is the quality care Ford of Cole Daly, and yes, you might be right, and that is a tough break for him. He has just not had any luck this season at all.
No, he was trying to get himself inside the top 10 in points, came in 12th in the stands, had a good opportunity to maybe find himself in the top 10 in points after today's race, and it just literally gone up in smoke.
There's a 99. He had a hell of a good run last week. Finished up in his first top 10 of the season for the rookie, and he comes here and gets involved in the wreck. Just not his season either right now.
Yeah, Levi McIntyre having a pretty tough luck, and I saw a few other drivers on pit road. There's the 48 on pit road and the 84.
Eric Burton just can't catch a break. He gets involved in every single big wreck each and every week. Oh my goodness, he just does not have the golden horseshoe like Jimmy Johnson has.
No, not at all. And I just saw LJ Mills making a pit stop there. I think he might have actually been right behind that wreck when it happened, and how he doesn't have any damage, I'm not really sure. So,
oh wait, he does have
we'll definitely
a little
see some
bit.
expert driving on his part.
If you could see that, he does have a little bit to the side. But we're gonna have a lot of guys out of the race after that. But we will take you to the replay. The biggest real fast, and so what looked like happened here triggered this one.
Yeah. Watch the 88 of Cole Daly. I mean, he got a really good run. He was running the middle groove, and there you see him go 4 wide underneath the 22, and that, of course, is Justin Perry. But he gets a big run coming here out of turn number 2, and he's going to make it 4 wide even further up ahead, and I think he's just going to make some contact with somebody. I think it might be the 25 right there. Yep, just a little bit of contact, and around they go.
Yeah, Dylan Young's going to hit that wall right there. There's LJ Mills coming in.
Yeah, I mean, he did a tremendous job getting through there. Did the 18, and
Sean got a piece of it. But there was the real wrecking was back here. Daniel Day, John McNamara, and a few these other guys came in here. Didn't really see them crashing here.
Yeah, I think the initial contact was Cole Daly into Jake Cole, and then they went up. But I'm not really certain.
Oh,
boy,
man.
Eric Burton. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I think that was Xavier Livingston just shot the 84 of Jeffrey Buckeye into the air.
Yeah, nowhere to go. And just these guys just keep piling in. There's more spinning up here with, Zach Rogers. See how he got spun around. I thought somebody was really going to hit him when he was spinning around.
He's going to get tagged by, is it 25 at Dylan Young?
18.
Oh, no, he just runs into the 18.
Cody Lamas, he is one lucky boy, man.
Yes, he is. I mean, he was pretty much in the dead man spot right there and somehow slipped his way through. And tell you what, there's just no reaction time here at Michigan. This isn't called a speedway just to give it a classy name. This is a fast and furious racetrack, and there's very little time to react.
And we'll take you back to the green flag. Oh, sorry about that. I was trying to turn down the volume a little bit.
Oh, that's okay.
With Seth, and there is something that we thought that that wreck would take out a lot of drivers, but it actually took out about only 8 of them.
Yeah, only, what, a total of 8 drivers retiring from that incident. And, you know, I think basically maybe the only drivers that really did go behind the wall were those drivers that were really smoking or something, because they were a lot more than just 8 drivers that were involved in that wreck.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was like about 10 or up to 15.
Yeah, and, you know, even drivers just getting a little bit of damage, I mean, that can really affect your car.
Back to green flag with the rookie Zach Landers leading and getting some experience up at the front. Oh, 3 wide behind the, oh, here we go.
Well, they got to be careful. That 9 right there in front of him, he's kind of up to speed, but not quite.
Oh boy. That's a battle for the lead right there between the 97 and the 10 machine. And go ahead, Vader, he's going to get the inside the work and he's going to get the lead.
Yeah, this is the second time that Vidar was going to be up there at the front of the field. He's got himself a strong car, and again, utilizing the inside line, which apparently he liked under that first green flag run. He's using it again.
Oh boy, and you can see the guys getting close again off that corner. But they're actually making it this time.
You notice how they're deciding to race 3 wide and give each other room. Nobody really testing the waters for 4 wide again. I think they're going to settle down a little bit here until we get close to the end of this race, which isn't such a bad idea.
You see Charles Sanford making it 3 wide for the, I believe that is the 3rd position. Going for, but he slides back in. Who is that getting that run on the outside? That is Eugene the Max, but I don't think he's going to get too good of a run out there.
Maybe get the run off the corner using the high side, but I'm not sure if he's going to make much up ground heading into the corners.
He made a little bit. Actually got a couple of spots to use in the outside lane.
And you see the 97, Vedaravu. Now, he's on the high side. Now, I don't know if he got kicked up there or if he went up there on his own accord. He may actually be trying the outside line, seeing how it compares to the inside line. Is the 10 car going to go back to the lead? He has really been up here at the front for most of this race, too.
Yeah, Ryan Acosta really looking back to the his championship form he had. Oh, whoa, no. Something going on back there.
I think that was the 45 peeking out of the line there. I thought he was going to go 4 wide.
It's Jessica Shelton back there, and with whoever she got into, I think it was Michael Norman she got in the back of. Almost sent them guys wrecking. How about the home state guy right there, Chris Washer? Really been checking him out lately. He's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he is looking really good. Chris Washer doing not that terrible in the standings either. I mean, obviously he is looking for a much better season, but these good runs that he's looking like he's starting to put together here, this could be some good momentum to move him up through the standings.
A little bit of guys making contact right there. Danny Wells, one of the slow guys. He's still up here amongst the leaders. I don't know, he's had trouble at the beginning of the race and really haven't rebounded, but looks like his car.
I think right now for Danny, he's just a little frustrated. I mean, he realizes his car is up to speed. He's racing with the leaders, but he is not on the lead lap, and so that's just, I think, something that's kind of driving him a little bit nuts. So he's racing as hard as he can and get back up there to the front of the field, but he's got a little bit of work to do because he got kicked up to the high side there when we went back to green.
got Rohit Vaderview leading the race right now. And how about Kyle Thomas? Oh, these guys are pitting.
Oh boy, pitting. This could be interesting.
He got a wreck. Chris Jones just got wrecked.
Oh my goodness. And I think he took the 19 with him? I don't know.
I think that's the 15 of
that's the 15.
Tim Walsh. And I think the 22 had damage, but he had damage from the first crash. But yeah, it was Chris. Looked like it was Chris Jones and Tim Walsh to cause that second wreck. And you talked about Chris Jones early in the race, and that's pretty tough for him right now.
Yeah, I think I jinxed him.
It looked like he was coming down pit road, and maybe somebody tapped him and spun him out.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking when I saw Rohit Vaderview make the dart to the apron to head down pit road. I was thinking, are these guys going to be able to give the hand signals of, hey, I'm coming to pit road, and not get hit from behind? And apparently that question was just answered right there, that no, they can't.
And Kyle Thomas in the red Budweiser Dodge is going to come down. He's going to lead. And whoa, what the hell?
What in the world?
What was that, Daniel Day?
That was interesting.
Oh my God, tempers are flaring in this race here today. What?
I mean, he was down almost in the grass coming down to the entrance of pit road, and then just darted to the right and hit the 49.
Out. Oh my God, and he was running in the top 5 too. That's gonna really damage his car for no reason. Daniel Day, I think he had his head and like up his ass or something right there.
I don't know, but it's obviously going to hurt the other drivers that were behind too, because they probably had to check up in order to avoid running into Daniel Day when he darted up there in front of them, and so they're not going to have really much of an opportunity to pick up track position, I wouldn't think.
Right, these guys are coming off pit road, and he lost a lot. Working on that damage, he lost a lot of spots. And how about Cody? He's been picking up spots lately. He might be in this thing after all.
I'll tell you, Cody's looking stellar again here today, and man, you better watch out for him. I mean, he just could be hanging back there, just biding his time. He's obviously using some pit strategy to get a little bit further up through the field, pick up some spots, but man, he is running really, really good.
Car's looking really, really nice out there, but Rohit, I don't know if he's gonna get the lead back. He might be. It says he is 20 seconds off the lead, so I don't know if he might get it. But we'll go back and take a look at everything that just happened here. Well, Seth, I thought somebody else spun the 15, the 12 into the 15, but looks like the 15 wrecked the 12.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the 15's motives here. I mean, it really doesn't look like he was trying to come to pit road.
Oh, yes, he was.
I don't know. Well,
yes,
maybe he was. He looked like he was starting to slow down, because obviously the 12 was going underneath him. That I think was an error on the 15 spotter.
Yeah, he said you're going to pit road, you're clear, and then no, you clipped him.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing you really want to do is have your driver pit when he's caught on the high side. You want to get your driver down to the inside line, then have him pit. I really think it would have been smarter if the Tim Walsh's spotter had told him, you're caught on the high side, just wait another lap and then come down, because obviously Tim Walsh was on the same pit strategy as a number of these other drivers, and they were staying out that lap, so I think most of the weight of that blame of that would go on the 15 spotter.
Alright, and now we're gonna fast forward this a little bit and show you something else that just happened under the caution flag. Now watch this. I'm gonna slow it up for you guys.
Yeah, and I think before we ended up coming here into turn 3, when their cars were on the back straightaway, I think Daniel Day may have just come off pit road. I think I saw him coming off the apron of turn 2, so the only thing I can possibly think, you see him coming there on the inside line, I think he actually was coming to get his spot back on the lead lap, and he didn't want to get coming down pit road again, and so best strategy would be just take out whoever's in your way.
And the 49 was in his way, and he just rammed him. I really don't know the motive there. The 49 I don't think was nowhere near him all race. There was no motive.
How difficult would it have been to just slow down, wait for everybody to go down pit road, and then bypass them on the high side while on the racetrack? I mean, I think the 33 of Daniel Day was a little over anxious to get his spot back on the lead lap.
Yeah, he just went there and just knocked him out of the way for no apparent reason. And I think the 49ers going to be too happy about that.
I think Daniel Day may have acquired himself a rival leaving Michigan today.
And this might cost the 49 chance of winning the race if that damage goes up.
Yeah, it could very well. I mean, they may have to start utilizing extreme pit strategy now to get him back up at the front of the field because he lost a number of spots on pit road having to repair that left side damage.
And we are going to take you back to the green flag here for some more Michigan action.
Oh, yeah.
Racing, as you can see, we got lap down cars on the inside. And we have 32 drivers still on the racetrack trying to go for the win. As Tim Walsh and Chris Jones just went out of the race.
It's going to be interesting to see. We know Danny Wells is up to speed. Can he actually get by the leaders and get his lap back? Because you saw him up there battling with the leaders that were back around like 7th, 8th place. So we know he is up to speed.
Definitely know that. It's going to be interesting on this restart to see, but he just does not get to jump there again. There's Kurt Mortonick. Kurt Mortonick's going to go 3 wide, and there's somebody going 4 wide. This is anxious.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
bad idea,
Jesus.
Bad idea. Ooh,
that 17 is
please.
slow. Oh, God.
Oh,
I thought I seen somebody.
Oh, maybe not.
No, they're keeping it going.
Wow.
Whew.
I thought I saw a car actually get hit in the, what would be the left rear, and then it was shot him up the racetrack, but apparently hang on into it. I think it was the 7.
Man, Seth Cole is really falling back. I guess he did some strategy to get up to the front, because he is really falling back really big time. Oh, they're 4 wide again. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. 4 wide again. This is not working. You guys
okay
know
right now. It's when they come out of turn 2. They're going to accordion up.
Jesus. Here you go. Oh, there's Danny. Here you go. Danny Wells spinning. Oh, and he gets flipping. There he goes.
Oh, my word. Holy
shoot.
He just got nailed by, I think that was Preston Ploward in the 23. Oh, my goodness.
God, and he's still flipping. The barrel roll at Michigan.
Oh, my goodness.
God. Jesus. Rohit still has the lead over that, and new second place driver is Eugene the Max, but I've seen that happening. Oh my God.
Wow.
Danny. Whew.
I mean, good grief, we basically had a single car spin that just turned into a catastrophe after he got nailed by Preston Ploward.
Oh my God. And then he just started flipping and barrel rolling. That was just death-defying.
Had a lot of momentum. He barrel rolled pretty much from just about maybe a third of the way down the back straightaway, all the way down almost into the entrance of turn 3.
See what these guys are gonna have to pay here, and it looks like the 21 is staying out. Eugene the Max playing some strategy right now.
Yeah, this is about the time you're going to see some drivers maybe think about strategizing as far as fuel. Michigan, a very big fuel mileage track, and so you see a lot of different strategies happen here, and I wouldn't be surprised. Well, we are going to see the 97 go with tires. I was thinking maybe he might go with only a gas and go stop.
I think his pit stall, is it all the way back there? I think it was all the way, the first pit stall, I believe. There's Ron Acosta. Yeah, his pit stall was all the way back there. Oh man, I feel for Danny. He's just not had the season. He was involved in a wreck last week and then comes here and death-defying roll.
Yeah, I mean, he just had a bad day that's gone worse and worse and worse. He ended up getting trapped a lap down, didn't get ahead of the leaders when that caution came out, and now he finds himself on the receiving end of a barrel roll in Michigan.
And I knew that restart something bad was gonna happen. You seen those guys go 4 wide, didn't you? On the start. I mean, they were knocking each other around there, man. And it looks like we have a few guys staying out here. A couple guys we didn't even talk about all day. Dylan Pote, look at him up there in the 4th position. We ain't talk about him all day.
No, we haven't talked about him at all, and a lot of other names up there too. Charles Sanford, I don't think we've really talked about. I saw him actually making some moves at the beginning of the race, but now he's up here. The 11's up here. Kenny Bale. Jake Rogers up here. So interesting that these drivers are rolling the dice and staying out.
Yeah, those 5 drives right there. But let's go take a look at the death-defying Talladega-like roll that Danny Wells just took. We're gonna take a look at Danny Wells' death-defying roll right here. Looks like a Talladega flip.
Yeah, it really does.
Now, these guys are 4 wide again, and you know that this never works.
No, it doesn't. I think actually Danny got a little help there from the 2, and it sent him down off the nose of, I guess that was Ryan Acosta. It was either him or Sanford, but there's the head that flips him over, and that was indeed Preston Plowden 23.
Oh my God, look at that.
I mean, look at the momentum Danny's got. He's still going about 60 miles per hour in a barrel roll.
And he's almost going down into turn 3. How long that he flipped there, man. Goodness.
Yeah, I mean, that car got T-boned, and he was probably, by the time he started the barrel roll, he was going about 120 miles an hour. So it takes that car a long time to be able to slow down, especially when you don't have it in the grass. It was on pavement, so there's really not a lot of the car to grip on.
And here's another view of it. And we'll actually go on board with Danny and see what he's seen. He's seen a lot of sky, I would believe.
Yeah, I think we may have lost that camera, so we get what we can out of it.
At least he landed on all 4 wheels, which is a good thing.
See, the roof flaps actually deploy, but when you're sideways, those roof flaps will do nothing for you.
You see a lot of guys going down the apron. Dylan Pote was. Oh man. Look at all the debris falling off that car.
That is a scary, scary ride for Danny Wells.
Oh my God. Well, that's the scariest wreck of the weekend, I would believe. Whew.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, Michigan, yeah, there's high speeds, but usually if you have a car spin out, those roof flaps keep them on the ground. You normally don't have a barrel roll at a track like Michigan, and so when you see something like that, something that you don't see every day at a track like this, that is very scary.
Here we will go on board with him while he was trying to get his lap back. Just went wrong. It almost never stopped. Jeez.
No, you're right.
God, he kept going, and that was an onboard view of Danny Wells' flip, and we will take you back to the green flag. Wow, is all I gotta say. And we'll ask the magic 8-ball question. Will these guys stop wrecking?
Oh, man, I'll tell you. I'd like to say, yes, they're not going to wreck, but I'm telling you what, we're coming down to crunch time. We're coming close to 10 laps to go. That's when these drivers are going to start making moves for the win, and, you know, maybe, just maybe, we'll go into a little bit of a calm green flag run, but I'm telling you what, all heck's going to break loose as soon as we get to about 10 to go.
Yeah, because a few of these guys up here didn't even pit the last times. You know, these guys were fresher tires. You're going to be on their behind. Oh, boy.
Looks like, whoa.
Now the lap cars are faster than them. What? Oh, are they out of gas? What's going on?
I don't know, but Sanford is dropping back.
The lap cars just got past them.
Right.
Oh, crap. And these guys back here are having some problems. Oh, there's Kenny Bell. Oh, boy. This ain't looking good back here. What are you doing, Jake? Jake, what are you doing? Oh, Cody wrecked! The points leader!
The points leader!
He just wrecked, and I think his streak is done.
Is he still going? Oh my goodness, he's still driving away.
That points leader just wrecked, and I think his streak is done, but he is still going.
Oh,
this guy will not stop. Even when he gets in the wreck, he keeps going.
They were 5 wide back there in turn 4.
I knew Jake, some of them guys that did not pit was going to try to be stupid and pit in turn 3, and that's exactly what happened.
Wow.
What a dumb move by Jake Rogers, I think it was. Oh my God. Cody. Let's just make sure that he's not going to retire when he comes down pit road here. And if he did not
I'm
retire,
not sure. I mean, I'm looking at the damage on his car. Most of it looks cosmetic. I'm not really sure if you're going to see the 8 car go to the garage.
if he survives, he is one lucky guy.
I mean, he was off the pavement, for heaven's sakes. He was airborne.
And he's still gonna keep going.
Stay out! Oh my goodness.
Cody Lamas, this race might be his saving grace.
He just
Again.
I'll come down, make a routine 2-tire stop, and thank you very much, I'm on my way.
And guess who has the lead? Chris Washer has the lead now. Where's he at?
And I'll tell you what,
I think he
with the cars we saw involved right there, I mean, we may have a few retirees. That's going to be some easy spots for Cody Lamas to pick up if he does DNF from the race, which, you know, right now, the way that there's like a few laps left, I don't think he will, but he's gonna ensure that he's gonna leave with a pretty decent finish, I would think.
Yeah, and a big points lead because the other 2 guys that were chasing him are out of the race.
Exactly.
Oh, brother. Let's go check this one out. Goodness sakes. It's another big wreck. Whew. I think those 2 guys that were ahead of the leaders, those guys that were slow, they got their laps back. Finally.
Wow.
Let's take a look at what just happened here. Guys that did not pit there the last time, he's about to come down right here. And you see Cody. And
yeah, and boy, the 77 got really loose there too, and right there,
just
there's the
turned.
contact.
And then Seth has nowhere to go. So there's two of the Chip Ganassi cars. There's a 99 getting involved.
Yeah, tough break for Kyle Thomas too. The 2 was up there leading a few laps earlier on. He's involved.
He's big. Get Peachy London involved. There's 2 Penske cars, 2 Chip Ganassi cars involved.
Man.
And then Cody just in the middle of this, like, he was in the middle of something early in the race and got by it, but this time he's not that lucky.
Yeah, and I mean, watch the 8. I mean, we saw that he actually was deciding to continue on. He was one of about 3 or 4 cars that actually got airborne when they hit the wall. And usually you see him get airborne there, that's a fatal sign. And I mean, right there you see Cody's going to go in the air on his side. Seth Cole's in the air, and Cody even matched the throttle and drove away. He wasn't even spun out. I mean, look at him. He's just going to drive away from the incident after being airborne.
He's just like, I'm so cool, man. I'm just going to drive, man.
He's like, I'm invincible. See ya.
Yeah. Goodbye. And then everybody's sitting back here all wrecked and stuff, and he's gone from the scene. Like, he wasn't even part of it. Wow. But that's going to take out a lot of good cars for 99. He's involved in his 2nd wreck of the day. Ian Dutta was actually making moves to get up to the front, and something again happens to him to take him out.
Yeah, he had picked up probably about maybe 10 to 15 spots on pit road. I had seen him coming off pit road a little bit close to the front each time, and he basically he gave Jake Rogers plenty of room there. Jake just turns down into his right rear and turned him racetrack.
Exactly what the same thing the 15 did to the 12 machine not that long ago.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, we have had 3 cautions, and we're closing in on something to tie the Nationwide Series with 4 cautions. But this track is not usually a caution track, which I'm very surprised about here today. And Seth, what is your comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It is not a caution track. It's a very wide track in the turns and on the straightaways, so there's a lot of room to race. I think that the big factor here has been the pit stops. These drivers have not been timing their pit stops well. They've been caught on the highest side and deciding, well, why not cut down in front of traffic and make my pit stop now? Not a good pit strategy as far as when they're going to make their pit stops based on their position on the racetrack, and I think that's been the reason we've had our cautions come out pretty much bonehead moves of deciding to pretty much pull right in front of full speed traffic in order to make a pit stop.
Yeah, pretty much dumb moves right there by a lot of those guys. But maybe somebody will pay off here today, and Chris Washer, the home state guy, is leading this thing. It might be his saving grace if we have another caution and the race is over, because we're getting to the end of this thing.
Yes, we are.
Well, that wreck came flag, and I think this is the homecoming that this guy has wanted all weekend. He is leading. He's at his home track.
I mean, Chris Washer, as you said, the hometown boy, we haven't talked about him hardly at all today. I think he's been running just inside the top 15, but not really up here at the front. And that strategy, as I said, it happens here in Michigan, and it may pay out for him. But man, the 20 car was right on his back bumper.
Zach
almost
Buchanan, and look who's in third. He
has
and then 4 wide again.
Oh my goodness, don't do that. Oh boy, they settled it out. Good job.
On that 3 wide for the lead, but here comes Zach Buchanan. He's gonna get that inside line. And is he gonna do something going into turn 3?
Yeah, I saw Zach Landers try and make it 3 wide for the lead.
And here comes Eugene! Eugene the Max! Look at that!
Oh boy. Look at the Max coming. Holy cow.
Rohit
Vaynerview out of that corner.
And look at Trent Dunham. Where the hell has he come from? He is up in the 3rd spot.
We've seen Trent do this before. I remember a race that I commentated with you. He came out of nowhere in the final stages. He may be planning to do the same here today. He's a kind of a Kevin Harvick, a closer that comes up here out of nowhere at the end of the race.
Oh, there's a wreck!
Oh, we got 43 that's collared.
Oh, Joshua collared around.
Wait a minute. Are they going to throw caution? Oh, they are. Oh,
yes,
I thought he might have it saved. They might not.
We will have a 1-lap shootout, and Rohit Vaynerview got the lead again, and he is going to lead this lap, and we will have a 1-lap shootout, I believe.
Now the caution's coming out here on lap 30. They just took lap 31. It's going to be close. They may end up being able to get 1-lap shootout, but I'm not certain. It's going to be close, and I was certain that Vaynerview was hoping that it's not going to be a 1-lap shootout.
Yeah, because you're going to have a lot of hungry guys right there. It looked like the 20 machine pitted on that last run. Oh, I don't know what he was doing there. But,
yeah, I think he did pit. I think I saw him on the apron there when they got the green. He went down pit road.
Oh, there's a bit more contact.
The way that he's bypassing them, he was able to get off pit road before the leaders came around, so he's still in the lead lap.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm seeing a little bit of contact in the back. But it looks like the wreck came out for Joshua Collins. I think the 00 was near him when that happened. And, J. Cole. The 20's gonna get right back up in front of the 97. I guess he's on time to re-lap.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's not going around the pace car. Only thing I can guess is he didn't beat the pace car off pit road, but he did beat the rest of the field at the start-finish line.
And Trent Dunham, second again, and guess who's up here in the 4th spot. This guy is another one of those closer type guys. He stays out of trouble most of the time, and he finds himself up here again. Dylan Poteet.
Yeah, Poteet right there, and Kenny Bale too. I mean, I think we ended up seeing him come down pit road, and we had that big wreck happen. He's worked his way up here, and that 19 car, I've been seeing him actually dart down all the way almost to the apron on several runs. Anthony McCurry, and all of a sudden now he's up here. I'll tell you what, if we do get a 1-lap shootout, watch out for him to maybe go all the way down to the yellow line into turn 1.
Yeah, he's been darting. I know it's a sucky thing that he's seen his teammate flip, but he might want to avenge it for him.
Yeah, he might very well. You might be right about that.
But 4th caution out, we have tied the Nationwide Series. Will we have another one to break that streak, Seth?
I don't know. I mean, the question is, are we going to get back to green? I'm hoping that they're going to be able to get this track cleared up after the Joshua Collard spin and get us back to green with a 1-lap shootout. The odds are not really in the favor of that happening, but I'm hoping they're going to be able to do that.
And we will take a look at that Joshua Collard incident while we take a quick break before we go back to green. Gosh, you see a few of the guys going 4 wide back there. Look at the 00. Look at the run he got. J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole got a big run there. I think he may have actually had the misfortune of having to start behind some damaged cars on that green flag, and boy, he got a real big run. I don't think Collard even saw him coming.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. No, Justin Perry got a little bit of damage.
And fortunately, we got away with, I guess, pretty much a single car incident. I mean, 22 and the 00 got some damage, but I think that could be classified pretty much as a single car spin on the back straightaway.
Yeah, I would believe you are right. You know, we will take you back to the green flag.
We hope.
We hope. Get ready to go back green flag racing again. And we got a guy that's on the tail in the lead lap because he pitted before that last caution came out. And actually didn't go a lap down. But he is on the tail in the lead lap. That's Zach Buchanan in the 20 machine.
And it's going to be a good one here because that 20 car could be a friend to one of these drivers as far as who's going to win. We know he's up to speed. There's no damage on that car. He just had the misfortune of not getting off pit road ahead of the pace car, so somebody may utilize that 20 as a pick here in this final lap.
Here we go again. Trent Dunham gets a great run. Are we going to see them going 3 wide like they usually do? Here comes Anthony McCurry.
Look at that. Look at McCurry. McCurry's going right down to the apron, as I said. I thought he was going to do that.
And Dylan Pote stuck up on the high side. It's not gonna be anything helping him out.
Trent got a good run through the middle of turn 2.
Oh, he's gonna have to really get that. Here he comes! Trent Dunham! He gets a run to the inside. Oh, Rohit gets a great run off, and it's gonna be Rohit Vaderview dominating fashion like most of the laps here today, and he is gonna come and win it here at Michigan.
Great run for Rohit Vadarva. Undoubtedly the dominant car of the day, and he held off Dunham when he had to.
And Trent Dunham tried to have a run on the inside, and Anthony McCurry comes out with a top 5 finish. He tried to do everything he could as well on that restart. He darted down. We all predicted he was going to dart down to the inside. And he did
and going back to what I was saying about so many different racing lines here in Michigan, you remember at the beginning of the race, Rohit Vadarva was using the inside line. We saw him work up through the track, up to the middle groove, and that's what he used here on this final lap to be able to get that run off of 4 and get away from Trent Dunham.
Looking through the field, tough break for this guy right here. He had a shot at winning at his home track, but he's going to come in 16th spot because he just had to pit at the wrong time.
Yep, Chris watched there. I mean, he was up front and everything, just ended up not having the right pit strategy today.
And James Qualls comes home 14th, and he had problems at the beginning of this race with damage on his car.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I think he was involved in one of those first incidents we had.
And congrats to Chris Wash. Y'all fail. God, I get the dunce hat for that. Well, we got Rohit Vaderview getting his first career Cup Series win here today for Roush Fenway Racing, and that is Roush Fenway Racing going back to back, because if Seth remembers last week, who was the winner of that race, if you remember?
Let's see, I'm trying to remember who it was. I almost just said it. I'm blanking.
It was James Qualls. James Qualls.
That's right, it was James. Yep.
So Roush Fenway Racing has 3 drivers that have won this season. He's only missing 1 driver, and that's Nicholas Carroll, who has not been in the victory lane yet this season. So Roush Fenway is really making some noise this season with their program. And they see Trent Dunham, unfortunate not to get a win. I mean, he has just had a solid season all season. Just hasn't got himself where he needs to be. And Eugene the Max himself, him too. Dylan Poche trying to go back to victory lane again in the Cup Series. Has been a while for him. He hasn't been there since season 4. Kenny Bale, Dylan Young.
Yeah, look at Dylan Young. I think one of those cars actually spun out at the beginning of this race, and he comes back for 8th place.
This might help him with the points lead against Cody, because look where Cody finished. He finished 21st, just outside the top 20, and Dylan Young and Sean Henley's not even finished the race, so Dylan Young could cash in on Cody a little bit.
He could. I mean, he was only 35 points back coming into today's race, so yeah, Dylan Young could make up some very valuable ground on Cody.
Michael Norman, they ain't talk about him all day either. He gets a top 10. got in the
Yeah,
top.
I think the most I saw the 24 was when he was making his pit stops, and so he had a solid run.
Yeah, Michigan is one of his pretty good tracks because he got a top
Look
10.
at 11th and 12th. Daniel Day and the guy he got into when he was coming down pit road, Tommy Hernick.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Wow.
I don't think those guys want to be next to each other during pit road inspections.
No, I don't think so.
And Charles Sanford, we talked about him. He was up there all day, but really didn't show what he was worth.
Yeah, I
at
think
the end
he
of the
and
race.
Chris Washer were both on kind of the same pit strategy, and just didn't work out for either one of them.
James Qualls coming out of nowhere. He was a lap down for half the race.
Yeah, so keep him solidly in the top 10.
LJ Mills was a solid finish. Chris Washer had a chance to win at his home track, just didn't get it done. Preston Floor with a top 20 after we seen him hit Danny to send Danny going.
Yeah, I'm really shocked he actually was able to finish the race after the licking he took right into the Danny Wills machine.
Zach Landers, top 20, seen him up at the front, but he had to pit late. Joshua Collar, he spun around. Zach Buchanan had to pit. That's why he finished back there. And Kurt Mortonic actually remained a lap down. I guess it was James Quad that got his lap back, and Kurt didn't on that one exchange. But all the guys out of the race.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All the guys out of the race: Seth Cole, Kyle Thomas, Petrie London, Jake Rogers, Ian Dutta, Levi McIntyre, and I didn't see Jessica Shelton involved in anything, but I guess she was involved in that big crash. Danny Wells, Tim Walsh, Chris Jones, Sean Henley, Cole Dowley, Jeffrey Buckeye, Xavier Livingston, Eric Burton, Nicholas Garrett, Zach Buchanan. I got it. Failed again. Zach Rogers. John McNamara will be taking the dead last spot with that M&M's Ford. And out of that, who are you impressed with today, and who are you not impressed with where they finished in this race here today?
Well, I think as far as the driver that I'm really impressed with where he finished, and I think that would definitely have to be Trent Dunham, because we did not talk about that 42 all day long. I mean, some of these drivers up here that finished in the top 5 had been up front all day. Rohit Arbu, we saw Pope teed up at the front for quite a while. Eugene DeMax led some laps. But we didn't really talk about the 42 hardly at all. He ran mid-pack most of the day, and then boom, we come here with a one-lap shootout, and he's up there restarting in the second position. He really was the surprise driver for me today.
What about the driver that you weren't really surprised about here today? And
well, I think that the driver that probably would get the heartache award would be Sean Henley, 35th today, and he was coming in battling for a spot inside the, up at the points lead. But I think that probably the driver that I was looking at today to maybe not have the best of luck and it actually end up happening could possibly be Eric Burton. I mean, things are just not been going his way, and hopefully he's going to be able to get a good finish to help turn his luck around, but still a very disappointing run for him today, again in that 48.
And we are getting ready to go to race 9, which is at Talladega, and we might be seeing some more flips when we get there. But,
maybe, but the streak still lives. Cody Lamas, 8 starts, no DNFs.
I said if he makes it past Talladega, this is his golden year right here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, if you can come in with a streak of DNFs, or of non-DNFs, and you can survive Talladega, man, you've got a great season going.
And he just keeps chugging, man. Every time he gotten involved in a couple wrecks this season too, but he kept chugging the decent finishes.
I mean, when he was involved in that wreck there, and then he just drove away from the wreck as if, no, I have this happen all the time, and I'm just going to continue on. That was one of the greatest things I think I've ever seen.
And man, another guy I would say I would be impressed with is Dylan Young. He just stayed in the back all race long after he got a little bit of damage from that wreck and just missed all the other action and got in the 8th spot off pit road. So
absolutely. I mean, we didn't talk about Dylan Young after we had that spin for the 25, and boom, just like that, he's up there, and who knows? I mean, I'm looking here at the points with where he is and where Cody is. Yeah, they both finished, but Dylan Young may be the new points leader.
Yeah, he's finished 8th. That top 10, and he's gonna get more points than Cody. So going on to Talladega, which points are even gonna get more shuffled when we go there. But
oh yeah,
a lot of things will happen, and we'll go to Seth on his last message of this race for today. What do you like about it?
Basically, just this was typical Michigan fuel strategy at its best, and I am so glad they decided to be able to get a one-lap shootout out of this thing, because really would have been a bummer with all the great racing we saw for it to end this race under caution. So this was 110% pure Michigan racing.
Yep, and we'll see you guys at Talladega, and we'll see Seth sometime throughout the season for a few more appearances during the season and other series, co-commentating as well. So you see a lot of Seth Cole here this season.
Sounds good.
Alright, and congrats to Rohit Vaderview getting his first career win in the series. Seth knows his driving ability a whole lot and knew that, so he can have a shot here today, and he has got it done. His talent will not go in vain. So we'll see you next week at Talladega, and goodbye, everybody.
See ya.
Alright, thank you, Seth.
No problem. Thank you.
I know you had a lot of fun.